media and NGOs are denouncing the increase in arrested journalists. Ugandan journalists often face rough treatment at the hands of security forces, which soared during the 2021 election. That poll was marred by the worst violence in years. Ndiho has more.
Uganda prides itself as a nation that has liberalized the media. It has more than 200 radio stations and over 30 independent television stations, private and government-owned newspapers operating in the country. But very often, Ugandan journalists face rough treatment at the hands of security forces, which soared during the 2021 election, marred by the worst bloodshed in years.
Judging by the engagement on radios, the number of radio stations, TV stations, judging by the content, where there's serious criticism, challenging of government. However, that does not mean that there are no isolated cases.
The East African country has seen a series of crackdowns on those opposed to President Yoweri Museveni's rule, particularly around last year's election, with journalists attacked, lawyers jailed, vote monitors are persecuted, and opposition leaders violently muzzled.
63 journalists were assaulted in the line of duty. And unprecedentedly, we also had journalists arrested, to a tune of 26 journalists arrested. It doesn't happen that way in Uganda, because journalists are normally beaten but not arrested.
The rights situation in Uganda has also been highlighted by the case of an award-winning author and outspoken government critic, Akwenza Rukira-Basaija, who was charged with insulting President Yoweri Museveni. The author was awarded the 2021 Pen Painter Prize for an International Writer of Courage, which is presented annually to a writer who has been persecuted for speaking about their beliefs. Last February, the novelist fled to Germany to seek medical treatment out of fear for his life after being tortured, according to his Ugandan lawyer. Ugandan activist Norman Tumuhimbise was then arrested on March 10th, alongside Farida Bakobire, who works with him at online media platform Digital Talk Television, on charges of cyber-stalking the country's president. Both were released on bail on March 21st.
Government wants to gag the freedom of media, the media freedom, expression, and freedom of speech. That is why our gadgets, which have nothing to do with the books, are still in their custody. That is why the media presenters, not authors of these books, were arrested and beaten.
In principle, the Constitution guarantees freedom of the press. Still, in practice, the media are hindered by laws including those on fraudulent digital activity, anti-terrorism, and public order. In 2021, the Constitutional Court rejected appeals by journalist associations against the Korean legal provisions against the media. As a result, journalists face many obstacles and pressure for self-censorship when they seek information of public interest. Ndiho, VOA News.